So, after getting a question about Navy Officer Blade Dancer, I decided to look at it and basically it confirmed a lot of assumptions I had made, but I hadn't bothered to test. And what those assumptions were is that yes, it would be insanely OP, and it turns out yes, in fact, it is insanely OP. So with that in mind, I wanted to show off just how ridiculous it is. So what I've done here is I've obviously just done the basic Cassian Navigator buffs, which you can see it adds quite a lot, and most of that is all coming because of Blade Dancer feeds a lot of self buffs into itself. And what I'm looking at here is Navy Officer on a Death World Blade Dancer trauma build. Now, I'm not even using the trauma aspect or facing the end, which can turbo juice my stats to way higher than what I'm showing off here. But the main interaction that I'm curious about is fleet combat training, because I had assumed that if you use Death from Above, that it would trigger fleet combat training, and it turns out yes it does, and in fact it is absolutely busted. So if I just set myself here with the basic stuff that we've got going on from Navy Officer, you can see that we're getting a lot of deflection coming in here. And if I just jump in between some of these enemies with obviously our Death from Above, you should notice that I'm going to hit after landing any crit, and any parry will also follow up here. So as you can see, bam bam. So they both get hit by that. If I jump into a Blade Dance, you're going to notice some very extreme damages being done here. And more importantly, that yes, each Death from Above will also trigger these offhands and just be absolutely insane. Like, obviously, Cal's Door did not survive anything there. And this is based just on my initial turn. And because these follow-up offhands, they will actually, if they kill, they will build Death from Above charges. So if the offhand hits are the ones to hit there, yes, it will build up charges. And every natural strike will also follow up and do a offhand as well. So you're essentially always attacking twice. And as long as it's the offhand killing, you're just essentially channeling infinite Death from Aboves. So there's a lot that you can do with this, and it is just absolutely obscene. As you can see, I'm really building this up quite easily, and you still have obviously all your normal Blade Dancer abilities and all your ways to jump in and engage. So yeah, this is pretty insane. Now obviously we are looking at this from a late game perspective, but even then it's going to be just as effective to apply this at any other point in the game. So yeah, you're just going to be doing a lot. And even the debuffs that you'll be seeing from obviously using the over jumps of Short of Breath, they do cap out at 100% minus dodge, and you're going to be seeing Short of Breath, even if it's minusing 85 from strength and pretty much the same from perception, it's not going to match out against all the other enhancements that you have. And essentially you're going to be very able to one turn most encounters solo. So I've even still got 2 more Death from Above. I can still do more jumps. I can even set up more things with Prevail Blades, or I can just move back over and give myself another Fine Style turn, which will reset all of our attack economy and allow us to do a bunch of insanity. So if I just build up my movement here so I can get an off an attack, and these attacks will obviously then proc inertia boots, which gives us essentially infinite movement, and we just fly around the map just decimating any encounter because we've got ridiculous levels of movement and ways to just keep going and engage. Even now I can probably still get to this one last target, because how many charges of Death from Above do I have? I still got 5, so we can just fly in there. But yes, I've put this build onto the spreadsheet. If you are interested, do give it a little go, because it is, once again, more ways to play the game, and it is a hilarious playstyle that you can even use with stuff like knockback, which will stack a lot of your damages and allow you to do a bunch of insane things. And being a Blade Dance Executioner, it has insane stats, has insane health. As you can see here, I've built up like over 400 temporary health. So yeah, shit hurts.